And are you ready for our next speaker? She's already backstage and I'm putting her live. Hi, Jessica. Jessica is an experienced digital strategist, client service and business development lead with 20 years plus 20 years of experience in leading digital transformation initiatives across Fortune 500 companies. She's extremely passionate and active in supporting the inclusion, development, and advancement of underrepresented communities in the ad tech consulting industries. And today she's going to inspire and motivate us in her talk, Igniting Change, a global community rising together. It's my pleasure to welcome on the stage Jessica Hartley, Vice President of Strategy at Instrument. Hi, Jessica, and welcome.
Hello, Anna. Thank you so much for having me. It is an absolute honor and pleasure and delight to be with you all today. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for accepting the invitation to be a speaker at the Global Awards. Let's say hi to Jessica in the chat and keep your questions ready. We'll take them for the at the end of your talk, Jessica, and your slides are here with us. I'm going to disappear. It will be back soon.
All right. Thank you, Anna. Hello to you all around the world. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. It is my pleasure to present a short topic to you today, and it is an honor to be with you today. I want to say thank you to Anna for the invitation. Women Tech has been just doing so many amazing things for women around the world in technology and all across the world. And just so thank you to Anna and your team and everyone for pulling this all together. And also congratulations to the winners that will be announced later today, as well as the nominees in a time of struggle and challenges and still in the midst of a global pandemic. It is important for us to recognize, to celebrate, to encourage and uplift. And so it is a pleasure again to be here. My topic today is Igniting Change, a global community rising together. So I'm going to take you back, way back in the time. This is some photos of me from back in the day. And when I was a little girl, when I was in high school, in college, and even into my early 20s, I wanted to be a star. I wanted to be a movie star. I wanted to be a modeling star. I wanted to be famous. The fancy clothes, the big houses, the big trips, people shouting your names in the streets. I wanted that all. And many of us had dreams of stardom. I took modeling classes in high school and did acting in theater. And even after I got to college, I did more theater. It was so amazing to be able to put on new costumes and plays and portray different people. And it was exciting. And even into my early 20s, I did some, acting behind the scenes in movies and did some webisode series and things. And at some point, I realized that dream wasn't sustainable. Only a 0.0001% of the population, right, becomes these super mega famous stars with billions of dollars that they will never use. And so I kind of gave up on that dream. We like to eat, we like house, we like food, we like clothes, we want to take care of ourselves, we want to raise our families. So you go out and get a real job. And so I started my career in technology and digital, working at a small startup. And that was the first time that I had the opportunity to understand what mentorship was, what sponsorship was, what it meant to have someone give something to you, to pour into you, to help support you, hopefully, obviously, in service to the organization and obviously in service to them. But that was the first time in my career that I was like, oh, this is a thing where people can help you and people can support you. And what I also learned throughout my career as I continue to move on is that we are all stars. We don't have to be famous. We don't have to be rich. We don't have to, have all this wealth out there. We are all stars in our own rights, in our own communities, in our own lives, in our own companies and organizations and schools. We are all stars. We don't have to have millions of dollars. You can still give back to communities. You can still give back to others and support others. You can still burn bright and burn hot. And we are all stars. And that was something that I realized throughout my career as I saw amazing leaders and mentors and sponsors. People, I'm sure you can think of people right now. Is it a teacher? Is it a colleague or a peer or the president or CEO of your company? Somebody who you look up to, who you aspire to be, who inspires you every day. They burn hot and bright. But there are also smaller stars. There are people who just are steady. They are there every day. They could be your parents or your abuelas or your titos or anyone who is there to support you and stay with you and be constant with you. They might not burn as bright as that CEO or that famous person or that speaker, but they still burn, and they burn bright enough to support you every day. And the thing about stars is that there is a halo effect. It is not just about the light that we emit, it is about what that light gives to others. And so today, I am here to encourage you, to support you, to be that star that you are. We are all stars. Some of us are kind of hiding and kind of quiet and dark. And some of us burn hot and bright all the time, big balls of energy. But I want you to remember and understand that you are a star, you are a light, and you can support others. But before we can go out and ignite and support others, we have to take care of ourselves. And so I'm going to share with you something that I've been working on the last few months. It's something that, across the pandemic, a lot of us have been talking about things like self-care, self-worth, taking care of yourself. And it's hard. We have lives, we have jobs, we have responsibilities, we have so many things that we have to take care of, but we still have to take care of ourselves. How can we continue to nourish and flourish and ignite that spark within ourselves and then fill the cup of others if we have not filled our own cup as well? So today I'm going to share with you something that's very special to me, which is how are you shining daily? And one of the things that I've been trying to do the last few months, we're all work in progress when it comes to igniting and nourishing my own inner spark, my own inner light, is what I call the 5 M's, or the daily fives, if you will. 5 things that I hope you'll take away today to think about, to remember, maybe jot down. I'll share them on social media after so you can save it and copy it if you want. But it is my intent to help support you so that we can then support others. So the first 5, the first M is the mind. How are you taking care of your mind daily? Nourishing, knowledge, information. How are you taking in new things? Continuous learning, ongoing learning, continuing to nourish and fortify your mind. That is the first M. 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking. 5 minutes. If you do 50 minutes, if you do 10 minutes, fantastic. 5 minutes for the 5 M's. Meditation. And people think of meditation, and yes, you see people in yoga poses, but meditation is just sitting still, sitting quiet, listening to music, listening to a mantra. You have to figure out what meditation means for you, but you should take time to be calm, to be still, and to take care of yourself. 5 minutes for the 5 M's. Movement. Get up, get out, get around. You don't have to go outside. Some places are cold and wet and rainy. You can get up and dance to a good song or groove or take a walk or be adventurous and go kayaking. But make sure you incorporate some form of movement. We are trying to ignite all parts of the body, mind, body, spirit, soul, everything. 5 minutes for the 5 M's, movement. The next is merriment. It's an old school word. It worked with my 5 M's, but it is about joy. What is something that brings you absolute joy? What is that thing that you can just get lost in? I recently rediscovered that just getting lost and a good book. I'm a big fantasy and sci-fi buff, and I spent 2 hours over a weekend just lost in a book. That was more than my 5 minutes, but that brought me so much joy. So 5 minutes, find 5 minutes in your day to find some joy and some merriment. And finally, making. What are we if we are not creating in this world? The divine, the universe has given us all of these exciting ideas and thoughts, whether it is working on a small business or, doing a TikTok or creating something with your hands. Every day, create something new that did not exist before, that was not in the world before, that you are the maker, the owner, the creator. These, for me, are the 5 M's: mind, meditation, movement, merriment, and making. Take 5 minutes for the 5 M's. Because if we do not take care of ourselves, if we do not pour into ourselves, how must we pour into others? Now, let's talk about us being stars in that light. Some of us is burning bright, some of it is a little bit dim, but we all have something to contribute, to give to others, to support others. So what I want you to take away today is that your light is not only a gift for you, but also your light is a gift for others. When we think about things like mentorship, sponsorship, leadership, these are all things that are blessings that we have been given, blessings to be able to be in a position to mentor, blessings to be able to be in a position to be a leader, blessings to be in a position to sponsor others. I recently saw a quote where mentorship was sort of likened to the idea of, your mentor chooses you. And if your mentor chooses you, it's because they see something in you that they want to connect themselves to. And I challenge that. I challenge that mentorship and sponsorship and leadership is something that we look at someone else and say, what can I get out of this? Mentorship, sponsorship, and leadership is a gift. As soon as you start to say, what can I get out of this? How is this person going to help me? What are they going to give back to me? It is no longer a gift. It is a transaction. Mentorship, sponsorship, leadership is a gift. It is a gift that we give freely. Yes, we are discerning about who we share those gifts with, but we give of them freely, expecting nothing in return. I have given countless hours and time and advice to others with no expectation of a return because I have been blessed. And you are blessed. You are blessed. And you don't have to be a leader. You don't have to be in your career for 40 years, 20 years, 10 years. You could have just gotten started. Your knowledge from where you were to where you are, your experiences, your triumphs, your tribulations, all of these things come together. This information, this advice, these learnings can be things that you can bestow upon others. And when we think about career, it is a gift to give mentorship. It is a gift to give sponsorship. It is a gift to be a leader. It is a blessing. And so I'm asking you, no matter where you are in your career, whether you've just gotten started, still in school, or you've been doing this for a while, to think about what gifts you have to give to others, what gifts you have to give to the world, because you have gifts and people need what you have. And sometimes it's not about being out front. It is not about knowing more than what someone else has done. It is not about having experienced something. Sometimes it's about walking alongside someone and saying, I'm here with you. I am here to support you. That is what it means to give our gifts and help others find their light and shine their light bright. Now, you might have wondered, why choose a star? You could choose a flame, a volcano, something that we automatically sort of gravitate towards when you think about fire and ignition. but there's something special about stars. Stars are like humans, unique, different. No star is alike to others. And some burn hot, some burn bright, some burn as big as the sun, as there are lots of famous people in this world that do. But others smolder and simmer and flicker here and there. And we as humans are like that as well. But there's one other piece about stars that is so compelling. When a star finally is done, when it is ready to retire, when it is ready to move on, as we as humans do, they become this gas. They return to the elements that they were before. And those elements get dispersed across the universe to foster new planets and new stars. They really sort of infuse the world for new things. And that's what I want us to do as stars. It is not just about ourselves. It is about infusing and sparking others to their greatness. So I hope you will join me, and I hope you've been uplifted somewhat today. And I want you to remember, and I want you to say this with me. I can't hear you, but I want you to say it. Say, I am worthy. I will shine bright. I will ignite others. My light will change the world. I want you to ignite yourself, and I want you to ignite the world. Thank you. Shine bright always.
Thank you so much, Jessica. You created just a very magical atmosphere at our global awards in the conference. Thank you so much. I want to say that you got a gift for sparking others' hearts and for creating a really special atmosphere and making others feel special, that we have power to be our true selves, that we all are stars, and you're our superstar. Thank you so much for bringing such an important topic to our event today. And so many people are thanking you in the chat. They're saying amazing talk, very inspiring speech. Thanks for wonderful points, inspiring. And I see that, Jessica, are you igniting change in all of us with this stimulating delivery? Thank you. It was very inspiring. So many comments are just popping up. I think people were just glued to the screen and so into your talk, just like I was. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. Good luck to you all. Shine bright always. You are all stars. Thank you, Anna, for the time. And thank you, Women Tech. I appreciate it so very much.
I'm really glad we have you with us today. Thank you for inspiring us all. I'm wishing you a great rest of the conference. Stay with us. I'm sure there are many people in the chat who are joining us now, would love to connect with you and say hi and talk to you one-on-one. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yes, thank you all. Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.